Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting edition of KPW War Zone. As I, Tapy Styles, call the action right down the middle, flying solo as always. And we are just 48 hours removed from our previous monthly special event, Vendetta, where we saw the wrestling world flip upside down, turned inside out. And now we are officially on the road to our next monthly special event, Sabotage, coming up in just a little over a month, August 30th, 9/8 Central, here on the Team Adhesive Broadcasting Network. But tonight, we have one hell of a card to bring to you, including our main event, as Ricky Rhombus, one half of the Bam Bus, goes one-on-one against Greek Machismo, Nick Flawless. Also, still to come, tag team action. One of two tag team bouts here tonight, as the Scheme, Bloom, Bilko, they go up against Bunker Hill, that growing, rising resistance to the likes of Parliament, as Solo and the newest recruit of Bunker Hill and K-Dog joins the fray. Still to come here tonight, more singles action as the now former KPW Twitch champion Josue goes one-on-one against the Viceroy Jedi. However, to kick off tonight's edition of Warzone, we're gonna start off with something just a little bit special here, because tonight we start off hot with the KPW Tag Team Championships up for grabs, as High Velocity, Ozone, Atmosphere, they defend the gold against the War Machine, the Mastermind, Slarty, Shuko, the First Nation. With no more time to waste, let's get right down to ringside. Let's see who walks away with the gold here tonight. Slarty and Shuko, hot off the heels of their Vendetta victory against the Influence Big Bernard Headband Tommy Tanks, picking up the victory in quite shocking fashion. Very controversial, in fact. Match only going an unexpected 4.5 minutes before Slarty and Shuko picked up the contendership via countout, running a Trojan horse strategy that was wildly successful. Now they have to win legitimately. They have to defeat High Velocity via pinfall or submission to walk away with the tag titles. Shuko electing to start this bout off for the First Nation, going up against Ozone. High Velocity have had a lot of high expectations to meet ever since they've won the championship just 6 weeks ago. And they ended the 6-month-long tag team championship reign of Bob and Tape. They've defended successfully against Chaos Control back at Summer Spark. This will be their second defense, should they succeed at it. Slarty and Shuko are looking to put a wrench in those plans. They are looking to disrupt any sort of premature celebration here. Scoop slam by Shuko. Arm elbow tie up, another scoop slam by Shuko. And now the big man enters the bout. Slarty makes the fresh tag. Ozone is all fired up here. He is looking to put both of these members of the First Nation away as quickly as he possibly can. Tag made to Atmosphere. Deadlift German suplex off the mat, overhead, and halfway across the ring. Slarty just exercising more of that power advantage, that strength advantage that he possesses over both members of High Velocity. Weighing in tonight at 265 pounds. Look at it, just one step closer. The Grand Slam glory here in KPW. Slarty, a former hardcore champion, a former Twitch champion. Should him and Shuko emerge victorious here tonight and win against High Velocity here, he can now add the tag team championships to his resume. Slarty's all fired up here. He's looking to put an end to this quite quickly here. Ozone trying to buy himself as much time, as much space as he possibly can. And this is a great strategy here from the First Nation, making frequent tags, conserving the energy of each member of the team as the minutes tick away here. 60-minute time limit in effect. Quick roll-up attempt from Ozone. Not even a 1 count from Slap Thigh Jones. Tag made to Atmosphere. Atmosphere leaping over his tag team partner. Missile drop kick from the top rope. Leaping into action, springboarding over his partner in crime here. Northern Light suplex. Standing moonsault from one half of the tag team champions. Tag made to Slarty. Overhead strike takes down Slarty. Open palm strike staggers Atmosphere back towards the turnbuckles. Waistlock transition from Slarty. Side suplex. Guillotine drop over to the top rope there, draping the neck of the champion. Open palm strike sends Atmosphere flying to the outside. Ozone trying to clear himself out of harm's way for the sake of his tag team, for the sake of survival.
2, 3.
Slarty with a bouquet of roses. Quite an unexpected pickup from the Kumite faithful here in the forum tonight. Looking to kill High Velocity with some kindness, apparently. Slarty just realizing what he picked up from that fan in the front row. He threw it down here. Tag made to Ozone. Ozone looking to go for a discus punch there. Shuko takes the perfect opportunity to whip him into the ropes, recoiling him back into a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And it doesn't get stated quite enough here just how well Shuko and Slarty complement each other in the ring here. Shuko very agile, more than willing to take it to the air, take it to the skies. The lighter of the two members of the First Nation. Release German suplex. Showcasing some technical prowess here. Slarty, of course, prioritizing strength and power here. Shuko looking to go for a double power bomb there. Tiger suplex, but Ozone's feet touch the ropes. Referee forced to call a rope break on that. Slarty making a blind tag. Enters the bout here. Ozone, Atmosphere, assisted pile driver. I don't think one man was going to be able to lift up the War Machine. So we got a little bit of tandem offense from High Velocity here tonight. Moving in stereo. We're going to inflict some serious damage here. A big stiff elbow takes down Atmosphere. Meeting in the middles here. Slarty clotheslining Atmosphere inside out there. Atmosphere was looking to go for a Hurricane Rana, and he just got swatted out of midair like a damn fly. Now bring the momentum of High Velocity to a grinding halt. With a move so ferocious, with a move as vicious. Wrist lock counter from Slarty. Looking to loosen up his wrists a bit. Sticking to the original plan, keeping the tags as frequent as possible here. Shuko now the fresh man. Front drop kick from Atmosphere makes the quick tag to Ozone. Full Nelson slam assist from Slarty as he returns back to his corner. From facing pancake slam from Shuko. Looking to take it to the skies there for just a second, but Atmosphere sneaks in the quick tag there. Shuko caught it. And he looked to take his offense back down to the ground, take it right back to the mat here. Shuko clearing the ring now.
2,
Singling out the weak link of high velocity in this bout here.
5, 6, 1, 2.
Flaherty put up one hell of a fight against both members of High Velocity there, buying his tag team partner plenty of time. Back body slam from Shuko, and now Flaherty, he's fired up, he's amped up, he's looking to finish the job here. He makes the tag, he enters the match. Big boot from Flaherty, tandem offense
3,
from the First Nation.
4,
A hellacious double power bomb.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Flaherty forgetting that Atmosphere made the tag. Atmosphere, the legal man for the tag team champions. Irish whip reversal from Flaherty. Big boot takes down Atmosphere. I never thought I would see a bouquet of roses so effective before in my life. But he was able to bash him over the head and knock him down with a bouquet of roses.
1, 2, count 2.
A 2-count kick out from Atmosphere. And I earnestly believed that we were about to see new tag team champions there. Running Bulldog from Atmosphere, trying to shift the momentum towards the champions here. Hurricane Run a counter from Atmosphere. Ozone tags in now. Referee slapped Nia Jones, quickly losing control of this bout. He needs to separate both of these teams. Shuko finally returning to his corner of the ring there, having until the count of 5. Some quick shoulder thrusts into the corner, courtesy of Ozone. Shuko restraining the arms of Ozone out. Flaherty looking to separate and dislocate that shoulder of Ozone. Slowly dissecting a surgical takedown on one half of High Velocity, one half of our tag team champions in this opening championship bout here tonight. Tag made to Shuko. Irish whip. Ozone hangs on to the ropes. Shuko looks to meet him on his own turf. And now Shuko continuing the work from Flaherty here, putting more tension, more strain on the shoulders of Ozone. Looking to neutralize that twisting cutter. Single leg Boston Crab here. And Ozone just barely reaches the ropes. He's gone through hell and back here, trying to ward off the First Nation. Camel clutch. Cinched in deep here. The Atmosphere breaks it up. Suplex from Atmosphere, buying his tag team partner a little bit of time to recuperate here. Shuko wants Atmosphere to tag in, and Ozone is more than happy to oblige. Spinning wheel kick disarms atmosphere of that bouquet of roses. Heavy-handed forearm smash from Atmosphere. Ozone trying to restrain the challenger here. Shuko wrestling himself free of the grip of Ozone. Arm elbow tie up center of the ring. Headlock from Shuko. Sometimes you just gotta take it back to some fundamentals. Sometimes you have to slow the pace down. You have to dictate and control methodically and deliberately. High velocity, they move with such quickness at such a high octane level. Take them out of their comfort zone and you will take them away from the tag team championships here. A double power bomb onto the Roses. As Slarty, he's signaling for it. He's getting in position.
1, 2, 3.
And the First Nation pick up the gold.
No chance. That's what you got.
This has been months in the making for the First Nation. What started off as a simple pipe dream, what started off for them as a two-man power trip back in the fall has finally blossomed into tag team success. Up until just a few months ago, back in April, back in May, in fact, Shuko was completely winless here without any sort of championship here in KPW, receiving multiple opportunities but never quite getting the big one. He become a hardcore champion for just a brief amount of time. And now both members of the First Nation are on the upward trend. They can now call themselves tag team champions. Congratulations to Shuko for picking up his first ever tag team championship. And congratulations to Slarty for getting one step closer to Grand Slam glory. But ultimately, congratulations to our new KPW Tag Team Champions, Slarty, Shuko, the First Nation. And coming up next, singles action. We're keeping the energy through the roof here tonight. Two of the biggest stars here in KPW lock horns and meet in the center of the ring as one of the fastest rising stars, the secret weapon of Parliament, Josue, goes one-on-one against one of the most successful stars in all of KPW. A man that's on quite a warpath here, especially in the past several months here. The Viceroy Jedi has his first match on War Zone in well over 2 months. The Viceroy unfortunately the recipient of that loss just 48 hours ago at Vendetta against the Bambus, being on the receiving end of a pinfall from Ricky Rhombus once again here. Looking to take out his frustrations, looking to add another W to the column, as we've grown so accustomed to from the Viceroy in the past year that we've known him here in KPW. But meeting him in the middle, a man with something to prove himself here. The former KPW Twitch champion in Josue, Oliver English. Look at that smug son of a bitch there outside the ring, holding on to that Twitch championship. Don't be mistaken, folks. Our current Twitch champion, after the events of that hellacious ladder match, is in fact Popcorn Poppy. They orchestrated a massive beatdown on a bruised and battered Popcorn Poppy after the events of that ladder match. The other members of Bunker Hill were nowhere in the building at the time. Popo had just arrived to the building when Popcorn Poppy was blindsided after his championship win. They will be on a personal mission for sure to get that Twitch championship back. Get rid of that bargaining chip for Parliament. Jedi laying down some serious fisticuffs here on Josue. Big close eye from Jedi. Goes for the quick pinfall, but Slapdive Jones acquires a rope break here. Northern Line suplex, bridging into a pinfall attempt. Another 1 count. Reverse armbar there, staring Oliver English directly in the eyes. Spinning roundhouse kick from the Viceroy, the former KPW World Heavyweight Champion. A man that has set the bar extremely high for all of his contemporaries. The match here, nobody in KPW has been able to run as far and as long as the Viceroy has with that World Heavyweight Championship. 218 days with the gold. He's facing some serious setbacks ever since he lost the championship gold back at Mayhem inside the steel cage here. But getting reps in like this inside the ring here tonight, week in and week out on Warzone, is exactly how Jedi's going to ascend back to the top of the contendership, back to the top of the totem pole, so he can get another crack at the gold. Jedi in control here of the much less experienced Josue. Josue setting the world ablaze last night.
1, 2, 3,
Last weekend, in fact.
5,
With his stellar
6,
performance, his breathtaking
7,
performance
8, 9.
in the Twitch Championship ladder match. Jedi guarding the ring
2,
to the absolute best of his ability there. Tope Suicide attempted, but Josue sidesteps it And now he's looking to take advantage of the Viceroy.
8, 9, 10.
Jedi is taking back to back losses. He has taken 3 straight losses in a row here in KPW. He is desperately seeking to course correct here if he wants another shot at the gold. Spinning back heel kick from Josue. An excellent counter from the former Twitch champion. Jedi has been winless
1,
in the past 3 bouts here, dating back
3,
to the War Zone directly before Mayhem back at the end of May,
5,
where he took that first pinfall
7,
from Ricky Rhombus from the band bus in tornado
9,
tag team action. A very
10,
unexpected, a very shocking result from that bout.
12,
He would then go on
13,
5 nights later to defend
14,
his World Heavyweight Championship at the
15.
time. Cornelia over the top rope here. Josue
17,
in the driver's seat in full control here.
18,
Count of 18. Jedi in grave danger.
19,
And Jedi beats the 20 count. Jedi just faced a very similar situation to what he went through inside the steel cage at Mayhem for his World Heavyweight Championship at the time, where the clock was taken away against him. He was in a compromised position. He was trapped in the ropes inside that steel cage as our current World Heavyweight Champion Pierre Cinema ascended to the top of the mountain. Finally scoring that big win over the Viceroy after all that time. Wrist lock, heel kick from Josue. A spinning heel kick from Josue. He's all fired up. He's looking to put down the Viceroy. This would be one hell of a victory to have on your resume here. Be one of the few men that could claim that they've defeated Jedi in any sort of action here in KPW. A very short yet very elite list of men stake that claim, including our World Heavyweight Champion Pierre Cinema, including Ricky Rhombus, who we will be seeing in action later on tonight, including a man that we haven't seen here in KPW for quite some time here, the man they call Ding. We haven't seen him since Summer Spark. We haven't seen him since he took that crushing defeat against Robbie Deuce. A man whose career is intertwined completely with the Viceroy. Forearm smash from the top rope. Denied by Josue. Robbie Deuce reportedly coming down with some injuries after the events of his World Championship match just 48 hours ago at Vendetta. We have no idea how serious the injuries are after that hellacious battle with Pierre Cinema. Jedi hook in the leg here, and Josue pops the shoulder up. These two are in an absolute slugfest here tonight. They're taking the fight to one another. They are looking to beat the hell out of one another. T-bone suplex. Irish whip into the corner here. Josue bouncing off the turnbuckle right into another T-bone. Jedi leaping over the top rope, running the apron here, looking for another forearm smash. This one successful, but not enough to take down Josue, not enough to take him off his feet. Tilt-a-whirl power slam from Jedi there. Another close call for Josue. He's like a cat with 9 lives, and Jedi is just trying to run through each and every single one of them. Torture rack neck breaker from the Viceroy. Leaping to the top rope. Signaling for the end here. Frog splash onto Josue. Now he's really calling for it. He's looking for a piece de resistance to put away the secret weapon here tonight. Josue, the recipient of yet another T-bone suplex. Spinning roundhouse kick takes Josue down here. Split-legged moonsault from Jedi. He's digging deep into his repertoire tonight. And Josue kicks out yet again here. Luthez press, and Jedi is laying in one hell of a beating on Josue here. Oliver English touting that Twitch championship. As if it still belongs to Parliament, as if it still belongs to Josue. Josue taking some serious issues with the Viceroy, now questioning the authority, questioning the intentions of the Monarch on the outside here. And now he's really looking to put an end to things here. Pulling him towards the center of the ring. This is vintage Viceroy here. He's looking to drill him. Sledgehammer!
1, 2, 3.
And that is ball game for the secret weapon. The Viceroy finally picks up a W in the column. Another W in the record books for Jedi here tonight. Look at the vertical base that Jedi was able to build up on Josue there in the center of the ring. These two went to hell and back here tonight on Warzone. A very tight-knit, very close back and forth battle here.
Don't even think about it, Ollie, because if you do, the only thing your ass is going to be seeing is the lights in the back of an ambulance. Get your boy and let me conduct my business. I've been thinking about this for quite some time. I knew that this was going to be all about tying up loose ends, and I think it's time to have ourselves a chat. Pierre, get your ass down to this ring.
Whoa, what the hell is this all about? Jedi retrieving the microphone here, calling out the World Heavyweight Champion. And we know that Pierre Cinema does not shy away from a fight. He went through one hell of a fight just 48 hours ago, in fact. He's looking to pick up where they left off back in the steel cage here. Pierre Cinema certainly not at 100% here tonight, but he's moving with purpose. My sentiments exactly here in the forum. Can't believe what we're seeing here. And the roles have been reversed here. It is now Pierre with the gold.
For 218 days, I held that world title with pride and prestige. I haven't been the same man since that night in the cage. You proved to the world that you are an elite combatant, a world-class fighter. Now I want you to prove one more thing. I want you to prove to me that it wasn't a fluke. I want a rematch for that world heavyweight championship.
You want me to give you a shot for my KPW World Heavyweight Championship? Maybe I would have chomped at the bit if you won at Vendetta on Saturday night. This past year of constant bickering and fighting, man, we gotta push forward with our careers. You gave these people something truly unforgettable. Be proud of that. For 218 days, you ran the wrestling world with an iron fist. Ran through some of the top brass this company has to offer. You ran through Ding, you ran through Popo, the First Nation. Hell, you kicked my ass the past times we met. And third time was the charm for me. All that time you spent building your empire, I demolished that shit inside a cage in just 20 minutes. Now is the time for you to build yourself back up, stronger than ever before.
Wrong
You know
sentence
what?
for Pierre.
You're right. I'm not first in line to get the next shot for the gold. But I'm not far behind Pierre. I respect you just enough to give you notice that it'll be sooner, rather than later. In that time, Pierre, I want you to promise me something. Defend that gold the same way you earned it in the cage. Defend that title like you did last Saturday night at Vendetta. You're gonna need every bit of that for the next time we meet.
I've taken the fight to Bob, Robbie Deuce, the Bam Bus, and I don't intend on taking a break anytime soon. I've shown the world that I'm more than ready to lead this pack into the future for years to come. I can finally say that I am the man I thought I was when I first stepped foot here. You will get a shot for my championship soon enough. But not quite yet.
Yo, up here on the big screen. Since you two idiots weren't going to explain why, let me fill in the blanks. You want to know why Jedi isn't going to get that shot just yet? 'Cause we beat his ass. Hell, I pinned you twice. Not even that doofus world champion in the ring can claim that one. I want you all to just sit there and realize exactly how great we truly are. The Bam Bus. No other tag team has taken this company by storm quite like us. We aren't just the future that KPW desperately needs. We're living in it right now. Like, come on, look at us. Ricky Rhombus, the shape of the future. Kryptonite in the shape of a Vitruvian man. I know what being a champion means, and soon enough, the Bam Bus is finally going to hold that world title hostage. Last time I checked, I'm the first one in line for beating that so-called unholy alliance this past weekend. So Pierre, let me tell you what we're going to do when I get my shot. I'm going to get a safety win to ensure this chance is mine. We meet up in 3 weeks' time. I beat your ass in the middle of the ring. I take the world title. It's going to sit around my waist. And what the hell are either of you going to do about it? And of course my tag team partner, Bam Dardino. Bold, brash, the man that saved my career. A visionary, and he's still got a long career of his own ahead of him. He's got the ultimate chip to bargain with. The lethal lottery contract. Pierre, your days as a champ are numbered. You even think of taking one of us out, and the other will be there to make sure your ass is roadkill. It's a shame we gotta teach that lesson to the Power Ranger in the ring over and over again. But you know what? That's gonna be one less person that's between us and the world. Heavyweight championship.
Listen, y'all, I know that Pierre and I are never gonna meet in the middle about anything in our lives, but can we all agree that those two jokers on screen are douchebags? I'm never gonna understand why this man keeps acting like he's on top when he's playing bottom for the real breadwinner. Ricky, what do you actually pitch in for your team? What's Bam gonna do with you once he cashes in that contract? Bam, you better not be as stupid as you look, cause just understand that he's using you to get to the top. Why doesn't the manager walk you down the aisle and only him? But I'm getting ahead of myself here. I've ran it all before. I can run through that locker room again. You want his world title? You're gonna have to kill me to get your shot first. I'll be seeing the both of you bitches later.
Strong sentiments back and forth between the Viceroy, between the World Heavyweight Champion, and of course the apparent #1 contenders for the gold here. Ricky Rhombus, Bam Dardino, the Bam Bus business is certainly heating up here tonight. And later on tonight, we will be seeing Ricky Rhombus in action, looking to secure more of those safeguard safety wins, picking up that net, that bit of insurance along the way as he stakes his claim for a world title shot against Pierre Cinema in just 3 weeks' time. On War Zone. Coming up next, however, it's more tag team action to come as the Scheme, Bloom, Bilko take on 2 of the 4 members of Bunker Hill. We are, of course, talking about the Scrapyard Saint, Solo, and the newest recruit to Bunker Hill, the Pitbull, K-Dog.
You think you know me, you think you know me.
The Scheme looking to work their way back towards the top of the tag team totem pole. A division that has seen quite the shakeup here already here tonight, as we have crowned new tag team champions in the First Nation, Slarty and Shuko. And now Bunker Hill marching down to ringside here. The Scrapyard Saint, Solo, leading the charge here. A founding member of that burgeoning resistance to the likes of Chaos Control, to the likes of Josue, and especially Oliver English. K-Dog swiftly recruited into Bunker Hill after the events of last week's edition of Warzone, where Parliament beat him within an inch of his life here. Inflicted some serious damage here with the ladders before Vendetta. Popcorn Poppy made the call, made the save for the Pitbull, and offered him a spot within the ranks. Bit of protection along the way.
1, 2, 3.
Solo starting off this bout against Bilko here. Irish whip, but Solo hangs on to the ropes here. We've seen a lot of temporary alliances forming here in KPW over the course of the past several months. We've seen multitudes of members of the locker room flicking up for temporary benefits. Some have even taken the time to click up and align themselves for the long run here. As long as Bunker Hill could get their hands back on Popcorn Poppy's Twitch Championship, they can continue their original goal of driving a wedge into Parliament, ensuring that their great vision isn't realized, isn't met. They, of course, suffered some serious setbacks back at Vendetta just this past weekend. Show that you could catch on the Kumite archives alongside every previous edition of Warzone, every previous monthly special before that, in the 2024 Golden Gauntlet. A-Dog clearing the ring here. Bloom re-entering the bout here. Solo trying to guard his tag team partner, his new tag team partner here tonight. A little pep in his step. A-Dog with the waistlock counter here. Elbow to the chest. A-Dog looking to dog walk the scheme here tonight. Looking to carry his weight as he aims to make one hell of an impression here tonight to the rest of Bunker Hill. Running Hurricane Rana from Solo. That was one hell of a blitz play courtesy of Bunker Hill here. We're gonna go for that patented signature chicken wing suplex from K-Dog there. K-Dog. Considering going for the tag, a snap jab takes Bilko over the top and down to the floor.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Bunker Hill looking to divide and conquer. Bunker Hill taking a lot of inspiration from a previous revolution in our history. Looking to send a clear message to Parliament that they will not be stopped. They will persevere at the end of the day. They will make sure that that great vision of the Monarch is not truly realized. Schoolboy pinfall attempt from Solo, but Bilko is at the ropes here. Bilko takes a shot below the belt here. Drop kick to the knees of Solo, taking him off his feet, taking him down to all fours here, but Solo popping him right back up here. Looking to score a quick pinfall victory here tonight. Tag made to Bloom. Bunker Hill certainly has a plan of their own set in motion. Four men united by the same cause. United to share their own glory. United to exemplify the faith and the goodwill that they can represent. Scheme looking to restrain K-Dog here. K-Dog looking to find a moment of breathing room, looking to find a moment of reprieve here. Waist lock transition here. Collar and elbow tie up here. Looking to go for that chicken wing suplex, but Bloom breaks out of it. Wrist lock. as Bloom takes down the pit bull. Double arm chop from Bloom to K-Dog. K-Dog thinking about tagging in the Scrapyard Saint solo on the outside here. Irish whip into the ropes here. Drop kick attempted, but K-Dog sidesteps it. And now Solo launches into action here. Been a miscommunication. K-Dog and Solo trying to find their groove here as part of Bunker Hill. Bloom looking to capitalize on their shortcomings here. Tiger suplex, but Solo's feet were touching the ropes. The expert positioning of Solo working out in his favor there, albeit winless here in KPW. When it comes to championship gold, he's received multiple hardcore championship opportunities. He's come close to world heavyweight championship bouts here in KPW. The pyramid going high and low on K-Dog there. And Zagiri from Bilko to K-Dog. Tag made to Solo. World Hurricane Rana from Bloom there. Head scissors takedown. Bilko the legal man, Solo the legal man. Double arm chop from Solo. It's like Bunker Hill is settling in on some uniform colors here. Colors set in motion by the founder of the group and Popcorn Poppy. Adding Popo to the ranks, adding Solo to the ranks, and now K-Dog joins the fray. And what a counter out of that wrist lock from Solo there. Showcasing his athleticism, showcasing his speed, his quick reflexes, his ability to improvise on the fly here. Leg lock from Bloom here. Trying to take out one of Solo's most useful items in his repertoire here. Look at it. Take out his strongest source of attacks here in the legs of the Scrapyard Saint. Irish whip into the ropes here. Solo with a springboard back elbow. Quick jab takes down Bloom, and now K-Dog. Hot tag here. Looking to get himself a piece of the action. And Bloom was right there ready to cut him off. Boston Crab attempted, but K-Dog powers out of it. And Bloom goes low on the pit bull here. Looking to put the pit bull back on the leash here. Waistlock transition from Bilko, side suplex onto K-Dog. Step up enziguri from K-Dog. A big knee lift from the Pitbull. A former Twitch champion in his own right. K-Dog had one of the hottest starts to any career that we've ever seen here in KPW. Week in and week out, he would come down to that ring, march down that aisle every week on Warzone, and pick up victory after victory. Eventually picking up the Twitch Championship. Schoolboy pinfall attempt from Bilko, a 1 count kick out, however. K-Dog actually has quite the history with the Monarch in particular, and Oliver English. It was just a little bit less than a year ago. At last year's Euphoria event, the first monthly special that K-Dog appeared in. We saw K-Dog go one-on-one with the Monarch, Oliver English, who was flying solo at that time. As Oliver English was swiftly defeated by the Pitbull. Oliver English looked to even the odds here, get one over on the Pitbull last week. And K-Dog very quickly found some refuge with the other members of the Bunker Hill. That undefeated streak that he maintained in the fall would only be broken by our new KPW Tag Team Champions in the First Nation, Shuko being the first man to score that pinfall victory. Irish whip from Solo. Hurricane Rana. Solo trying to keep the scheme on edge here tonight. Running Hurricane Rana. Spinning wheel kick. Doesn't take Bloom off his feet, but it does stumble him right into the waiting arms of his tag team partner here. Sunset flip counter from Solo. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next week on Warzone, as we continue our road to our next monthly special event, Sabotage. Live polling will be conducted over the course of the next several weeks. For you, the Kumite faithful, will have the impact over our next monthly special event. For next week, we'll be determining who will get the first crack at the KPW Twitch Championship come Sabotage. As we find an opponent for the now 3-time Twitch champion, Popcorn Poppy. And speaking of Popcorn Poppy, we'll be seeing him in action next week against his stablemate in Bunker Hill in Popo. Also to come next week, tag team action as K-Dog and Solo will continue their alliance as part of Bunker Hill as they take on Coney Island Express. You'll also be seeing Hando in singles competition. And also still to come next week on Warzone, we will be seeing the now former hardcore champion Kabuki take on Headband Tommy Tanks in singles action. Step up Enziguri from K-Dog. A quick drop kick to the knee of K-Dog takes him off his feet, takes him down and out.
Break.
Solo making that hot tag. Bunker Hill in full control here. Tandem offense from K-Dog and Solo. Back body slam from Solo. A spin wheel kick from K-Dog. Sandwiching Bloom there. But some high impact here. Inside cradled Solo looking to steal it. Irish whip reversal from Bloom here. And Bilko gets the tag. Making the blind tag to the shoulder of Bloom. Spinning wheel kick halfway across the ring from the top rope. Landing one hell of a bullseye on Bilko there. Irish whip. More miscommunication, more misfiring between Bunker Hill there as the scheme tries to sow some dissent here. Solo tossing Bilko out of the ring here. Vaulting body press down to the floor, but Bilko moves out of harm's way here. K-Dog Bloom slugging it out inside the ring. K-Dog the legal man, however. And now it's K-Dog that gets sent flying out of the ring. He gets sent packing. Solo left to fend for himself here as K-Dog gets back to his feet.
7.
Solo gets sent to the outside here. Looking to continue the fight with Bloom on the outside as they now both return to their corners. A low blow from Bloom to Solo. Sunset flip roll up from Bloom to K-Dog here. Spinning roundhouse kick from K-Dog. That big clubbing clothesline to the back of the neck of Bloom. Solo's all fired up here. He's looking to pick up where him and Bloom left off just moments ago here. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are just tuning in to Warzone here tonight, we have seen a changing of the guards here tonight in our opening bout as the First Nation, Slarty, Shuko pick up the tag team championships at the expense of High Velocity. Also earlier on in the program, we saw Jedi go one-on-one against the secret weapon of Parliament, Hosway. A hard-hitting bout. Jedi emerging victorious, finally getting a W in the history books, finally getting one in the win column after 2 long months. And still to come, our main event in the evening as Ricky Rhombus, our #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, goes one-on-one against Greek Machismo Nick Flawless. And the Scheme have just stolen another quick victory here. We get another look here. Double brain buster onto the Scrapyard Saint there. Drilling his head into the mat. Running some interference with the referees. K-Dog trying his best to get in and save his tag team partner. Off to a rough start with Bunker Hill, being forced to go back to his corner while the Scheme drill solo with that double brainbuster. Bilko capitalizing. Referee Slapthigh Jones right on the money there, making the call there, making the pin as the Scheme steal another tag team victory here tonight. And coming up next, our main event of the evening, as Greek Machismo Nick Flawless returns to action here in KPW against the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, a man that will be locking horns with Pierre Cinema in 3 weeks' time, August 18th, 2025 on Warzone. As it will be Nick Flawless here tonight, taking on the Shape of the Future, one half of the Bam Bus, Ricky Rhombus. Nick Flawless looking to make a name for himself here in KPW. Making his debut a little bit over a year ago in the first ever Lethal Lottery match. He's come close to championship gold here several times. He needs to be on his absolute A game here tonight. Because what is awaiting him on the other side of that ring is the #1 contender for the KPW World Heavyweight Championship. A man that is looking to secure an insurance policy here by defeating Nick Flawless in singles action. We're of course talking about Ricky Rhombus. And this plays perfectly into what the Viceroy was saying earlier on tonight to the Bam Bus. As we see Asa, the business associate, the valet of the Bam Bus, only marching Ricky Rhombus down to ringside. We've never seen her accompany Bam down to the ring. We've never seen her accompany them both down to the ring. Nick Flawless looking to take an early advantage of this bout here. Manhattan drop onto Ricky Rhombus. shin breaker from Greek Machismo. Man is as catch can. He could take it old school. He could take the pace to whatever speed that he wants to dictate it to. High angle suplex from Ricky Rhombus. And we knew just 48 hours ago at Vendetta that in the possibility that the Bam Bus would pick up that victory over Jedi and Pando in tag team action. Well, we would never hear the end of it. As we heard earlier on tonight, they took one hell of a time, taking the time to hot dog and grandstand and boast about quite possibly the biggest victories in their career. Almost certainly the biggest victory in Ricky Rhombus' career. Bam Dardino still in possession of that lethal lottery contract. He has until the end of 2025 to cash it in. And just like that, he is entitled to a World Heavyweight Championship bout at a time of his choosing. Nick Flawless all fired up here. He's looking to put an end to things as quickly as possible.
2.
Rhombus with hellacious velocity there, taking down Nick Flawless with one hell of a clothesline. Double underhook suplex, a quick knee to the gut for extra leverage, for extra grip, extra force there. And of course, less resistance from Greek Machismo, Nick Flawless. Rhombus looking for that running big boot from the ropes there. Arm drag takes him down, however. Ricky Rhombus looking to go for some shoulder thrust. Nick Flawless with a sunset flip counter. 1 count. Ricky Rhombus looking to go for a power bomb. Nick Flawless counters that as well here. And we almost saw Nick Flawless pick up one hell of a victory here. Would have been a short and abrupt and bittersweet victory for this man. Running big boot from Ricky Rhombus. Sitting reverse arm bar. Twisting and bending that arm in directions it was not designed to be in. Double axe handle from the top. Ricky Rhombus taken to the airs, taken to the sky, and now he's taking it down to the mat with a single leg Boston Crab. Knife edge chop takes down
1,
Nick Flawless.
2, 3.
Ricky Rhombus looking to run the ropes here. He fakes out Nick Flawless. Nick rushing back into the ring now. Drop kick averted by Greek Machismo. He is hanging on the ropes. He is hanging on for dear life in this bout here. And what a clothesline from the #1 contender. Ricky Rhombus trying to finish him off with those double knees. Thankfully, Nick Flawless was able to move out of harm's way there. As this main event bout continues. Flawless having his legs swept there. Trying to regain any sort of advantage here. Ricky Rhombus looking for the quick pinfall here, looking to steal it. And only a 1 count. Nick Flawless zeroing in on the legs of Ricky Rhombus, trying to eliminate the shape up. That padded splash from the top rope. Isolating the legs also prevents the torque and the bridge that Ricky Rhombus puts in technique, puts in application to get the most out of his most widely known move, that signature move, that Fisherman's Buster.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Action spilling to the outside. Ricky Rhombus ascending to the top rope here.
8.
Double axe handle down to the floor. Nick Flawless deflected that one, but not the drop kick.
12. 13. 14.
Look at Ricky Rhombus discussing a quick strategy with his personal valet. And we've seen how willing and ready she has been able to get her hands dirty here in KPW as she gave Ricky Rhombus the assist and that assault back in the bar about 2 weeks ago on War Zone.
4, 5, 6,
Running big boot from Ricky Rhombus on the outside.
8, 9, 10,
German suplex on the floor.
12, 13, 14.
And a 14, both men re-enter the ring. Another drop kick takes down Nick Flawless. Ricky Rhombus. We're gonna put an end to this. Leapfrog, drop it down. Getting a bit anxious, getting a bit aggressive here. German suplex into the corner. I think Nick Flawless's head just whiplash onto the bottom turnbuckle there. An absolutely nasty maneuver here from Ricky Rhombus. Double knees finding its mark this time. And now look at Ricky Rhombus taking the time to hot dog and grandstand once again. This arrogant son of a bitch. Continuing his beat down here on Nick Flawless. Power elbow tie up here. Looking for snake eyes on the ropes here. Nick Flawless clutching his neck here. Ricky Rhombus quick on the move here. Looking to go for the shape up now. And he connects with it. And Nick Flawless, I don't know if he has any bit of adrenaline left. I don't know what is compelling him to get back up and fight. But he got up from the shape up. But he goes right into a Fisherman's Buster. It looked like Nick Flawless was catching a second wind there. He was about to shift into his whole second gear here. And Ricky Rhombus was quick to shut that down. Ricky Rhombus making one hell of a claim for the gold here, as he is slated to be the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. He will get his shot in 3 weeks' time on War Zone, as he secures that insurance policy victory here. As all the time that we have here tonight, I have been Tapey Styles, the only man that can call the action right down the middle. Flying solo as always, absolutely awestruck from that match here. And what the hell is this? Ladies and gentlemen, the boys in the truck do not cut away from this. We have a new development coming here as the Siberian Silver Bear marches down to the ring. Business between Pando and the Bambus appears to be far from over. Ricky Rhombus trying to catch his breath here. Knows that he is in for the fight of his life here. And Pando making one hell of an opening statement with that spear there. We knew tensions were high between these two parties. We knew that vendetta was just going to be the beginning of something much more potent between Pando and the Bambus. This Pando lays in one hell of a beating on the #1 contender. Running power slam. I don't think any sort of security, I don't think any sort of event staff wants to get involved in this. Bam Dardino running through the crowd now. Leaping over the guardrail to assist his tag team partner. And now it is 2v1 here, courtesy of the Bambus. Bam Dardino, the lethal lottery winner. Ricky Rhombus trying to break the leg of Pando there with that single leg Boston Crab there. As they continue to land one hell of a beating on the Siberian Silver Bear. We've never quite seen Pando in this vulnerable of a position before. As Bam Dardino just drills Pando with the steel chair. Two v one was already enough of an advantage. You really need a foreign object? And Pierre Cinema, steel chair in hand, looking to make the save here for Pando. A world heavyweight champion put himself in harm's way, put himself in a precarious position, as he knows that Bam Dardino can make a move on him at any point here. And Pierre Cinema is going to town with that chair.
Knockout.
And I think he just laid out Pando with the steel chair there. He was swinging it like a maniac there. He meant to hit Ricky Rhombus. Pierre Cinema. With all the color in his face, all the pigmentation in his skin leaving him as he turns pale in the face and red in the eyes here. Thinking to himself, what the hell have I just done here? As he realizes that he just bashed Pando in the back of the head with the steel chair there. He's had a lot of contenders come after him in recent weeks. He's made a lot of enemies. He's been on a lot of hit list here across the roster here. And now he might have made a potential adversary inadvertently out of the Siberian Silver Bear. This is one more problem for the World Heavyweight Champion. How is Pearson going to deal with this? How is he going to work around this? We are going to have to find out next week on Warzone. I have been Tapey Styles, the only man that can call the action right down the middle, flying solo as always. Wish you all good night, everybody.